Indeed, a very good afternoon to you. It is the 5th of February, the year 2023. This is Lunchtime News. I am Nissy Imano. Thank you for joining us. Byron Abuli is our sign language interpreter this afternoon. Now, let's begin in Lodwar, where 14 people lost their lives on Saturday night and 12 others are nursing injuries in a fatal road accident along the Lodwar-Kakuma Road in Turkana County. The deceased include 8 women, 3 men and 3 children. Those in the accident were rushed to Lodwar County and Referral Hospital for treatment. According to police, the accident occurred at 10 p.m. after the driver of the lorry swerved to the right to avoid hitting a camel that was crossing the road.
Tumepata habari, tumekimbia mbio sana.
Hapa si site ya photo bali. Kwenda upande mwingine. Nilipofika hapo mbele hapo kabla kwa nito kwa gold game. Tukaangalia nikaona na mbele cross barabara. Na magari mengi Nissy ilikuwa inatoka huko upande wa Kakuma. Sasa driver anaona kuepa hiyo ngamia. Kupita hivi akagonga upande wa ngamia na niliponga ngamia alikuwa anaenda nafasi ile nyingine nilikuwa natoka huko. Kuepa hivi akagonga ngamia mwisho. Ngamia tusukuma sana. Akagonga nyuma hapo. Sasa tairi kalikuwa ya mbele kalikuwa basi. Sasa gari kaenda tukiendelea hivi. Sasa tukaingia kutaro gari kama kwa hivi.
10 of them were adults and 4 were children. So far, they've been evacuated with the help of the county commander. The bodies are currently at the mortuary and Lodwar County Referral Hospital. The Lodwar County Referral Hospital received 13 cases. Of the 13 cases, 4 were adults, female, 7 were males, adults. We had two children actually. So from the 13, they are currently at fairly good condition and are going treatment at the hospital. The situation is currently at calm, and we feel things are going on well.
Former First Lady Ngina Kenyatta has called out those alleging her family does not pay taxes, saying the government has clear tariff collection procedures and anyone who does not comply can be sued. Ngina at the same time faulted those spreading misinformation about the former First family, saying they're doing it for clout.
First Lady Ngina Kenyatta was in Mpeketoni, Lamu County on Saturday to preside over the opening of a church. In her first public appearance since her son, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta, exited office, Ngina Kenyatta weighed in on claims that the Kenyatta family does not pay taxes.
Unatakiwa kulipa. Lazima hiyo vitu yako itasukuliwa, itauzwa. Si ndio hiyo sheria ya serikali? Kwa hivyo hakuna haja na ile laini ya kufanya kazi hiyo iko. Hakuna mambo ya ati kuharibia wale wengine majina.
The former First Lady cautioned the current government to focus on development issues instead of spreading misinformation about her family.
Maneno mengi haina msingi na haina maana. Maana ni kuwa na hiyo umoja na kufanya kazi bila kutukanana. Kila mtu anapenda mwingine na mnasikana mkono, mnaendelea na mnaendesha mambo yenu.
Her remarks comes after President William Ruto's administration said it's probing at least 300 companies associated with powerful individuals in previous regimes for evading tax. Ruth Wamboy for Lunchtime News.
And the government is set to import fertilizer from the neighboring Tanzania ahead of the planting season. According to Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mithika Linturi, in a visit to the fertilizer plant in Dodoma, Tanzania, the initiative aims at availing cheap and affordable fertilizer to farmers that will increase agricultural production in the country. Linturi added that the fertilizer is made up of animal manure and that research has shown it has a potential of doubling crop production and soil enrichment, a move that was also welcomed by the neighboring country, Tanzania.
Subsidies cannot be sustainable. Ndio unaona sasa tunajaribu kukimbia kila pahali kuweza kujua ni vipi tunaweza kusalisha mbolea ambayo itaweza kupunguka zaidi ya ile bei iliyoko katika masoko sasa. Na ndio sababu ninasema kulingana na yale nimeyasoma hapa, kuna matumaini tutaweza kupata fertilizer na bei nafuu.
Tunategemea sana mwekezaji huyu atatusaidia sana kutatua changamoto hiyo kwa uwekezaji huu mkubwa ambao utasaidia upatikanaji wa mbolea kwa kiwango kikubwa sana.
Machakos County Governor Wavinya Ndeti has decried the rising cases of new cancer infections in the region. Ndeti says her government will deploy massive screening to help detect infections at early stages for proper management. According to the governor, in 2022, 465 patients were diagnosed with cancer in the county. Mwala Sub-County led in the number of infections with 54 cases reported. She attributed the high prevalence in Mwala to the rampant pollution of River Athi.
Number one priority, even as I ensure those diagnosed with cancer get the care and treatment they need. Patients can now get most of their services here without having to travel to Nairobi or even India to seek cancer treatment and management.
Group of clergy from Nigeria and Kenya gathered for prayers to seek God's guidance for political stability during the upcoming general election in Nigeria, slated later this month. Led by Prophetess Esther Lillian, the men and women of cloth prayed for peace amid mounting uneasiness in the country due to worsening insecurity and economic hardships.
Africa's most populous country, Nigeria, will head to the polls on 25th February 2023 to select their next president amid political instability in the country.
I believe that's one of the reasons that God wanted me to bring other Kenyans so that we can pray for Nigeria, for the will of the Lord to prevail, not the people's will, but God's will to prevail. Nigerians really prayed for Kenya during elections. So it is time, I believe, for us to sow back what they have sown even in this nation.
Under the leadership of 7-year rule of outgoing President Muhammadu Buhari, Nigeria has faced various crises, among them high inflation and violent extremism.
They have taken religion above the unity of Nigeria. But that's why we want to pray, because this time we will get it right. This election is actually very crucial, very important to Nigeria.
It is in this respect that the men of cloth have sought divine intervention to salvage the country.
10 years, a Christian must rule. 10 years after that, a Muslim. And if these codes are thrown out of balance, it will bring instability.
Today we are persuaded beyond any shadow of doubt that God is now intervening in the affairs of politics in Nigeria.
With 18 candidates vying for the top seat in the country, the nation awaits who will be able to turn the country around. General elections will be held in Nigeria on 25th February 2023 to elect the president and vice president as well as members of the Senate and House of Representatives. Incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari is ineligible to run due to term limit. Ruth Wamboy for Lunchtime News.
Moving on, a family in Biruri, Runyenjes, Embu County has resorted to holding a charity walk to raise funds to settle a pending hospital bill at Kenyatta University Teaching, Referral and Research Hospital. and to facilitate the release of the body of their brother, Eric Mutugi, for burial. Doris Mumbi, a sister of the deceased, says they need 2.2 million shillings to offset hospital and morgue fees. The late Mutugi was admitted to the hospital on the 27th of December last year and died on the 15th of January. He is survived by his two sisters who are appealing to well-wishers to come to their aid.
Wakati huo hadi sasa familia ambayo imeacha ya watoto wandogo ambao tuko nao hapa, sister wake wawili wandogo ambao hawana uwezo hata wa kulaze hiyo pesa, walijaribu kuitana harambee huko kwao, ndiposa wakaweza kufanya mchango na hiyo harambee ikaraise only 225,000.
Chana wawili mnaona hapa, Mumbi na Murugi, hawana mzazi, wamekuwa orphans pamoja na Eric. Eric amewaacha, wamestruggle during sickness ya Eric amewaacha. I want to appeal to Kenyans. I want to appeal to our government. It is very hard to handle mental torture. Hawa wasichana wawili wako tortured. They have nothing, nobody by their side. They don't have a collateral ya kuweka kwa bank ama mahali pengine wapate pesa. Our DP, Mr. Rigi, kindly, sisi ni wa Kenya, tafadhali tusaidieni tu hawa wasichana wapate pumziko, mioyo yao itulie, wazike brother yao.
Government na well wishers wenye wataweza kutusaidia watusaidie tuweze kuchukua mwili ya brathangu, juu sasa ni mimi tu na sistangu, we are total orphans. Watusaidie tu tuweze kutoa mwili ya brother yetu huko KU ndio tuende rest in peace.
And in sports, host Wydad Casablanca missed an opportunity of playing in the semi-finals of the FIFA 2022 Club World Cup after losing 5-3 on penalties to Al Hilal last evening in Rabat. This is the third time the North African country is hosting the tournament, as it is also hopeful of staging the 2025 Africa Cup of National Finals. Our reporter Dismas Otuke and Irene Mchuma are in Morocco and have this update for us.
Thank you very much. Back in studio broadcasting house in KBC Nairobi, Kenya. We are coming live from Prince Moulay Ali Abdallah Stadium here in Rabat, Morocco, the capital city of this country, Morocco, the North African country. Remember, this is the third time Morocco is hosting this tournament, the global tournament, which is held annually. And we hope that for the first time we may have an African team winning the tournament or winning the trophy, since it has never happened before. Besides that, in Morocco here, we've seen very enthusiastic fans who are upbeat. Also, they are very supportive of their team. We've seen the stadium was almost full to the capacity, and it shows that Moroccans have passion for their football teams, have passion for football as a game in general. We've also been to various venues in Morocco. We visited Tangier in Tangier City. We've been to Stade de Marrakesh in Marrakesh City. We've also seen the Mohammed VI Stadium in Rabat. We've been to several venues, and from here we also head to other venues like Fez. We'll be there tomorrow to see how ready these venues are in Morocco's bid to host the 2025 African Cup of Nations, which will be the first time if they will be granted the opportunity to host the tournament. I'm also not alone here. I'm with my colleague Irene Mchuma Odim. Of course, she'll take us through also on the other side of sports tourism, sight and sounds. Maybe she can tell us what she's seen more in terms of weather, in terms of tourism, in terms of also cuisine, Morocco cuisine. She liked it very much. Maybe she tell us what she's enjoyed so far.
Well, right, Otuke, we're coming to you live from the Kingdom of Morocco. Just as Otuke has said, Morocco is a beautiful country, and even as it's bidding to have the AFCON 2025 and the World Cup in 2030, Kenyans and people all over the world will be having something to go for in Morocco apart from the football. But then their cuisines, people say that Morocco is known for their spices. True, I witnessed this yesterday at the Chez Ali restaurant, where we also experienced the beautiful culture of the people of Morocco. It is a place that people say you have to visit to understand the history of the people of Morocco before you go to any other part of this part of the world. There is also the beauty of the sea. This is a country that enjoys the beauty of the Mediterranean and Atlantic side of the waters in the world. So there is a lot in store, and we'll be looking forward to package this, giving you a reason why you should visit Morocco and explore the attractions when they win the AFCON bid for 2025 and the World Cup for 2030. My name is Irene Chuma Odem from the Kingdom of Morocco.
Thank you so much, Irene. And my name is Dismas Otuke. We hand you over back to studio in Nairobi, Kenya.
And sends Al Hilal through to the semi-finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. Folks.
All right, and that report from our reporters Dismas Otuke and Irene Chuma Odim bring us to the very end of Lunchtime News. But more news on our website at www.kbc.co.ke. I am Nissy Imano. Byron Abuli has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon.